Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me today. It is 12:10 here, Mountain Time in the U.S. on the 17th, or St. Patrick's Day, 17th of March. We're going to do messages for all signs for the 18th of March. Then we'll do 5 minutes of Reiki. After that, we'll have free for all questions or cards of the day for as many people as I can get through before my alarm goes off. Yasmin Smith, hello, hello. Glad to see you too. It's been a while. How are you, honey? Let's start with Aries today. What do we have coming in for Aries on the 18th? Aries, I feel a very calm and peaceful sense come in whenever I feel into you. I do feel like you are getting yourself grounded and getting yourself plugged in and feeling like you're getting into a routine or returning to a routine on the 18th is what it feels like to me. And it has a very good feeling to it. I think it's really good that you're able to do that. Let's look at Taurus here in a second. Glad you're good. Hello there, Ricky. Hey, hey, glad to see you, my dear. Taurus. March the 18th for Taurians. Taurians, you feel a little bit tense and anxious. I feel like you're all a little bit on edge about something. There's something you're anticipating that you're not feeling so good about or looking forward to. For some of you, I feel like this is a conversation with a person, but for others of you, I feel like this is more to do with an event or something that you're going to be doing. Maybe you're a little bit nervous because you're bungee jumping or skydiving. I'm not exactly sure what kind of event. Maybe it's an event that's much more mundane than that. But there's some tension and anxiety around either a conversation with a person or some kind of event that you are pulling off. I do have the sense that everything will be fine. So if that helps you to relax, then good. Although I have the feeling it might not. Gemma Croft Baker, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Gemini. Let's look at you guys. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. 18th of March. Excuse me, guys. Geminis, I do feel like there is something that you are making progress on. This is something that you've been working on long term, so it's not something that's just been a day or two. There's something that you are making some forward progress with, and it does feel like this has been an uphill battle. This has been something that you're putting your effort really into, your effort and your focus and your energy. And I feel like you're getting to where you're about to reach the peak of all of this input of effort. You're about to get to the top of this. And I feel like once you get to the top is when you get the payback for all the energy and effort you've been putting out, whether it's just that you're climbing a mountain and seeing the view and that's the payback, or whether this is, a project that you've been working on that makes you lots of money or whatever. So, um, yeah, continuing to work on something that you have been working on long term, putting lots of energy, effort, focus, and I'm hearing stamina into it. Okay, so that's what I've got for Geminis. Cancer will be next. Anna Minton, hello, hello. Glad to see you, my dear. Cancer for the 18th of March. Cancers, I think that a lot of you are going to be finding some time to meditate. Some of you may be actually going on a literal retreat to meditate. Some of you may be finding ways to get some solitude and some quiet time for yourself without actual meditation, but meditation is coming through as a strong theme for a lot of you Cancers on the 18th. And for those of you who are not meditating, I think there's definitely going to be some breath awareness. All right, that's interesting. Let's look at Leo for the 18th. What do I have coming up for you guys? I'm gonna have to Google something to figure out what this even means. It's an old word I heard a long time ago. Hmm. So the word I heard for you Leos is shoguns. I was just looking at that. That was like a feudal head in Japan. So this would be, somebody who was like a head of a war-making unit, basically. So let's see, what does that mean for you, Leos? Are you dealing with shoguns or are you being shoguns? Some of you Leos, I think you are actually being shoguns. You're seeing something that needs to be dealt with or fought, and you are putting together groups of people to help you with that. Whether this is a literal fight or not is up for grabs. I don't think that's necessarily true for most of you, but this may be where you're putting together a petition or where you're bringing some things to somebody's attention at a town hall meeting or a PTA meeting or something like that. And you are amassing a group of people to support you and to stand with you to come together to present whatever this idea is, Leos. You've been working on meditation, Anna? Excuse me. Meditation is fun. Virgo. Virgos, what do we have coming in for you guys on the 18th? Oh, my crystal ball wants to talk to the Virgos. Let's see what we have here. Seeing some interesting stuff here, but I haven't figured out what it all means together. Virgos, I think that on the 18th, you may be doing some research on the food that you take in or on things that are in your environment. I think that you are looking at what is beneficial to be put into your body and what is not so much beneficial to be put into your body, Virgos. For some of you, I feel like this is research that you're going to be doing for yourself. For most of you, it'll be research that you're doing for yourself. For others of you, I feel like there's a little bit more weight to this research. For many of you, I think you may be researching because you've just found out somebody, like a family member, is not well. And so this research that you're doing is about, how to best take care of that family member or best support or help that family member as far as diet and things that they put into their bodies. So, some pretty heavy research going on. For some of you, I don't feel like it's for any particular heavy reason other than you just want to be healthier and something has sort of given you a heads up or brought things to your attention that maybe they're not as healthy as they're purported to be. But for others of you, I do think that, you have a family member that's having some problems and you're looking at how can I help them? Okay. So that's what we got coming up for Virgo. That's what we got. That's what we have coming up for Virgos. Janae Tucarella. Hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. Libra is up next. Libras. Libras, I think you've got a lot of communication going on the 18th. And I feel like it's mostly centered around one person or one party. Not completely, but mostly. I'm just seeing a lot of conversation going back and forth between you and a particular person on the 18th. Scorpio, ascend. Hello, hello. I am fantastic, my dear. Thank you for asking. Scorpios, what do we have coming up for you guys? For us guys, Scorpios, I think we're trying to make everything fit into blocks on the 18th. We're trying to organize our lives and we're trying to make everything copacetic or make everything work well in our lives. We may be trying to find balance, but I feel like we're trying to find balance as we're building something and as we're getting organized and building whatever it is that we're putting together. I hope that makes sense for you guys. It sounds a little confusing to me, but I hope it makes sense for y'all. I kind of get it. Sagittarius. We'll have to wait and see about what that Scorpio turns out to be. Excuse me. Sagittarius. Let's see about you guys. Sagittarius, I'm hearing that you guys are looking picture perfect on the 18th, which probably means you're going to have some pictures taken of you, whether they're candid shots or whether they're actual professional posed shots. Tina Miller, hello. But for others of you, I feel like there's somebody that you're going to be seeing, that you know you're going to be seeing on the 18th, and you're making sure that you look fantastic when you are seen. I don't think I need to go into the reasons there. If that's you, you know exactly why. And so do I. All right, so everybody who is here, if you don't mind, please share. It's always wonderful to have more people here. We've got 3 signs, and then we're going into Reiki. If we have people in here during Reiki time, they can ask me Reiki questions if they have them. So I always like that. Okay, so let's take a peek at Capricorn. Tina Miller, if I didn't say hi to you, hello. La da 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 da. Capricorn for the 18th of March. Capricorn, I feel like you're going to be dealing with some kind of freckles or some type of corrosion. I know that sounds odd to put freckles and corrosion together, but a lot of people call freckles rust spots. I would know because, as you can see, I have a lot of them on my face. So, you guys may be dealing with, like I said, some kind of freckles or rust spots. Freckles having to do with blemishes. What I'm specifically seeing is blemishes in some kind of wood stain or wood finish that has sort of freckled. Maybe some of the original color is showing through, or maybe, you know, I don't know, the paint or the stain got old and it's all freckly instead of being nice and even. I don't know exactly. And rust spots, I mean, I am seeing actually also images of corrosion with literal rust spots. So you may be dealing with literal rust spots in your car, or if you maintain equipment that you have to, you know, worry about how the environment impacts it, you may be dealing with rust spots like that. So some kind of, I want to say blemishes. I think blemishes is a general term that applies here. Some kind of blemishes that you're dealing with, Capricorn. Not necessarily on your own body, maybe on something else. Okay. Natalie Leffler, hey, hey, hey. Glad you made it, my dear. I like that. Knock, knock. All right, we're on to Aquarius. Okay, so on the 18th, I'm hearing, I don't know if I've got the melody right, so I may not even attempt the melody, but I'm hearing knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Definitely don't have the melody right. Anyway, I think it is from an old Eric Clapton song. Now I'm going to have to look that up later. But anyway, So your message, Aquarius, I think that there is some kind of situation in your life that um, feels like heaven to you. It feels very comfortable. It's very happiness making. Maybe it's hanging out with a particular person. Maybe it's doing a particular thing. Maybe it's going to a particular club. Whatever it is, it just feels like heaven to you. And it feels to me like there's some way, Aquarius, that you're trying to get permission to come into this heavenly place again. I'm hearing into this heavenly place again. So you've been there before, and now you're asking permission to come into it again. Okay, for the 18th. So, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That's what you're up to, Aquarius. Good luck. I hope they open the door for you there. Pisces, we're on to you. It's a Bob Dylan song. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. Do you know the name of the song? Because I am seriously going to have to hear that after this broadcast. I'm going to look it up on YouTube. Pisces, let's look at you guys for March the 18th. I was thinking if I shot the sheriff, but that isn't it. Yeah, I think I've heard the Guns N' Roses version as well. I can't remember the name of it. Unless it's knocking on heaven's door. Okay, let's get back to Pisces. Focus, Amista, focus. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces for the 18th. What do I have coming in for you guys? Okay, well, we're getting some strange messages coming in today. I was just thinking about the song I Shot the Sheriff. For Pisces, what I actually saw was the old-fashioned silver sheriff's badge. And I heard the words, "The sheriff has come to town." Pisces, you're cleaning up a mess. You're taking care of some business. That's pretty much what I think is going on with you guys. So something has been going down that's just been ridiculous and out of hand. And you've decided, okay, that's enough. We're going to take care of business and make sure this kind of horseshit comes to an end. Excuse my so-called French. Um, yeah, you're coming in to make sure that people are actually doing what they agreed to do and not pulling a bunch of baloney. And I also feel like Pisces, this is not you coming in and necessarily enforcing in somebody else's life. Whenever I say the sheriff has come to town, I feel like this is kind of like um, you normally are not a confrontational type persona at all, at all. And so for you to come in and act like the sheriff and make sure things are cleaned up, tidied up, and taken care of and done right is kind of a big deal. And I feel like this is you. I think that you are getting so fed up with something that you're like, that's enough. That's enough. Now you guys are going to see this side of me. Okay, so that's what I've got coming in for Pisces. It is called Knocking on Heaven's Door. Thank you, Jenny. Northern Queen of Swords, hello, hello, glad you're here. All right, so let's knock, knock, knock on heaven's door. Let's get some Reiki going. Reiki going. Okay, so Reiki is going to be set for the intention for everybody here. Whatever is for your highest and best good for each of you as individuals. If you have a specific thing you want the Reiki to focus on, feel free to adjust that intention. For those of you who are watching after the fact, please know that all you have to do is set the intention to receive the Reiki, and you can get just as much good out of it as somebody who is here right now. Okay, so let me get this started. Alrighty, so this is starting at 29 after the hour, so we'll go till 4 after the hour, possibly 5 after, 25, 35, 34 or 35 after. I love it, Jenny. Everybody has to have an area of expertise. My area of expertise is more esoteric, which tends to drive people crazy because they want to talk to me about current events or politics. I'm like, do you know what residual energy is? So we've got some Reiki going out. Feels like it's going out a lot to some base chakras. I've got some energy going out to legs, especially knees, ankles, calves, feet. I've got some energy going out to those third eye chakras, those crown chakras, throat chakras. Oh, I've got some tingly heart energy. Somebody's getting their heart restarted. Yeah, I've got some solar plexus energy. You guys are just taking it all. Any questions about Reiki? This is the best time to ask them. Until I get a question about Reiki, I'll just do some shameless self-promotion. So those of you who would like to purchase a reading with me, I have live readings. Excuse me. You can purchase a live reading in increments of 30, 45, or 60 minutes. Or I do also have readings that are just one question or two question readings. Those readings are not live. They are pre-recorded. And then if you would like to purchase an actual full Reiki session with me, that would be 1 hour of Reiki with that Reiki totally focused on you, not anybody else. So if you think you're getting some good out of these, you would love an actual real session. You can find out how to do that by checking out my website as well. My website is www.amista.info. What is Reiki? That's a great question. Reiki is a Japanese word that literally translated into English is universal life force energy. Now, I got to tell you, I grew up Catholic. So for those of you who have grown up Catholic, you know that we are taught to screen things very well. Is it of the enemy or is it from God? And of course, that was my first thought when I heard universal life force energy. Is that from the enemy or is that from God? And after I thought about it, I thought universal, that's everywhere. That's God. Life force, that sounds like the creative force, like creation, like who created us. That's God. Energy is pretty much any spirit, so that could be God, but the other things kind of say God. So I would say we're really talking about God energy. Hello there, Anna Lopez. So what it's good for is it's good for anything that you would like to have help with, that you would like to have help besides, like outside what the human realm can do, or even inside what the human realm can do, but people generally use it outside that. So I've had great success with clients who needed help with financial situations. I've had amazing success with clients who needed help with medical situations. The other things that it helps with are relationships and also with mental and emotional situations. So like if somebody's grieving or somebody's coming off of a breakup, Reiki can really help you get your feet back on the ground again. There's really not a limitation on what it's good for. I can't imagine, using Reiki to interfere with anybody else's free will or for anything negative. Like you're not going to use Reiki so that your boss will fall down the steps and break his neck. Reiki's probably not going to help you with that. And most Reiki practitioners are probably not going to do Reiki for that to happen. How do you achieve Reiki? Like as in how do you receive it or as in how do you send it? Excuse me on the cough. Well, when you receive it, you just set the intention to receive it. So like right now, you know that I'm sending Reiki and you know that you can receive it. So if you just acknowledge to yourself, you don't even have to say it out loud. I'm receiving this energy or I'm receiving this Reiki. You're receiving it. It's pretty simple. As far as to be actually able to transmit Reiki at a distance, you actually have to take classes for this. There are books that tell you how to do this. The only problem with learning this from a book is that you have nobody to actually do the attunements for you, because part of the classes when you learn Reiki is that your instructor will actually do attunements on you that will help you to transmit the Reiki with fewer blockages than what you would have otherwise. So where you can learn from books, I don't think that somebody who learns from books is as effective as somebody who learns from classes with an actual instructor who does the attunements. Nikki Jane, hello, hello, welcome. We're just finishing up Reiki here. And now it is time for free-for-all questions, more cards of the day. And Yasmin, if you have more Reiki questions, feel free to pop them in there too. I'll be happy to answer. Excuse me, happy to answer them for you. Lopez wants a COD. Let's start with the Lenormand deck for you, Miss Anna. Jenny Zuccarella, you fired like 3 questions up there. Pick one, honey. Okay, so this is for Anna Lopez. You're quite welcome, Yasmin. Anna, you got the house card, and these cards actually fell out. Your house card is the fox. And your cover card is the anchor. This is quite the contradictory message, actually. Excuse me. So the fox can talk about deception or illusion. It can also talk about not taking things very seriously. And the anchor talks about something that is long-lasting, that brings security. So you may want to be careful about something that you think is long-lasting that may be bringing you security. You may want to examine the foundation of that just to make sure that there's not some kind of funny business going on with that or something that you don't know about. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, so that was for Anna Lopez. Let's see who's next. Yasmin Smith says, thank you. You're quite welcome. Jenny, I'm going to let you pick a question and then get back to me on which question you really want. Sand wants a COD. Okay, so I see what you're writing, Jenny. I'm going to go back to you in a second. Sand, COD. Here's what you have, honey. You've got the 3 of clubs in reverse. This tells me that either your plans or your goals are shifting or changing, or you have some travel plans that are changing, or maybe even you're traveling right now, and those plans are changing. Okay, so Jenny Tucarella, you want my general, what I pull up on general on this. So here's how we're going to ask this. Libra friend. What does Jenny need to know about the Libra friend that she hung out with on Thursday? Yeah, what does Jenny need to know about the Libra friend that she hung out with on Thursday? What's to know? What's to know? First of all, Jenny, okay, so I'm seeing some good and some bad in here, okay? So first of all, what you need to know is this person is not totally balanced. stable, okay, up here, they're off a little, okay? That's the first thing that you need to know. And I feel like this is like, this is kind of a big deal to you. This is one of your deal breakers. Because right after that, I've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, which shows emotionally, not feeling very fulfilled. So it's not like you're somebody that comes in and tries to rescue someone and help them if they are a little bit off, um, or just even completely mentally unstable. So I'm seeing that you are probably already either starting to see hints of that or starting to realize that there's something going on there. Okay. But at the same time, it looks to me like you had a really great time with this person. You did enjoy their company. And it looks like, they know how to bring it. They treat you very well. But I think that bottom line is in the end, you're going to end up choosing that you want something that is balanced, that is okay, that is mentally stable. So even though you guys have a really great time and this guy seems to treat you really well, the mental balance is going to be the thing that really takes priority about whether you just want to be friends with them or whether you want to be more than friends with them. Okay? So I hope that makes sense for you, Jenny. So let's see. Who's next here? Ascend. Did I give you a COD? Who did I give a COD? I gave Anna Lopez. She got the Lenormand. So Ascend must have got the travel changes. That means we're on to Anna Minton. Okay, so Anna Minton, COD. You've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. You want to take care because you're neglecting yourself. You're not taking very good care of yourself. And you're actually spending a little bit too much time, Anna Minton, taking care of possibly a romantic interest, or if you're not taking care of them, you're spending a lot of time and energy on them, maybe doing readings or getting readings, whatever. It's time to start focusing on yourself, Miss Anna Minton. Ricky Jorgensen is up next for a COD. Ricky, Nine of Arrows in reverse. This is telling me that you did have a situation that you were feeling very dedicated to, and now you're just like, not so sure that I feel like putting my energy and effort into that anymore. That's where you are now. Okay, so that's Ricky Jorgensen. Tina Miller, should you be going to listen to your ex's band tonight? Oh, it's very tempting, but I'm going to say the answer is no. It feels very, very tempting. Let's see what the cards say. See if they confirm or deny what I just said. Should Tina be going to listen to her ex's band tonight? These cards pretty much say yes, and I'm going to run through them for details so that you see what we have here. The first card is labeled as rebirth. I think it may be more of a rebirth for the band more than anything else, especially if they haven't been playing out lately. It is kind of getting to be the beginning of band season, especially if it's outdoors, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. So this could be like a rebirth for you guys, but to me, really, this feels like this is like a rebirth for the band more than anything else as I'm feeling that. We've got the Six of Swords and Six of Swords coming up. This talks about moving away from something negative that has been holding you back. So this could be that you've had some negative thought patterns that were holding you back, and now you're moving forward, and going to see the band could be a good thing. Here you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse says, don't expect anything as far as responsibility or commitment out of this. Don't expect him even necessarily to come up and say hi. He may be busy getting ready for the show. Don't be expecting anything in return for going to see this band, okay? Now, Ten of Pentacles, it also comes up. This tells me that you're happy listening to the music. That part of it is all cool. That can be a good time, especially if you go with friends as well. And then your final capper is that Knight of Wands in reverse. the Knight of Wands in reverse kind of tells me, it goes along with this Ten of Wands in reverse. No responsibilities, no accountability. Don't expect anything. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse is also saying, this is a guy who likes to chase the new things. The old things have kind of lost their interest and their glitter and their sparkle. So I think that if you go and watch your ex's band, that's great. You'll enjoy the music. It's a nice night for the band because they're having some kind of rebirth. Don't expect anything as far as the ex. And in fact, if you're going to expect anything, expect him to leave the show with somebody else, or something like that, or at least leave the show with somebody else's phone number or something. I'm not seeing anything really moving forward with the ex to go see the band, although I see you really enjoying the band. Okay. So that's what we've got for Tina Miller. Tina Miller. All right, so who's next here? Anna Lopez. Yes, you can use them for financial problems. One of my early clients came to me. Actually, a friend of hers paid for some time for Reiki with me. And when she came to me, she had just lost her job of 14 years the same day that she signed to close on a house. And so she needed some help with making sure everything was covered for getting into the new home. She also needed time to figure out what she wanted to do for her career because she had wanted to change her career anyway, so she really didn't want a job right away. And so we did some Reiki, and she ended up getting called immediately after the session. And I do mean like literally the moment I quit sending energy. She was called by a female recruiter who asked her to do, I think it was a 30-day assignment, possibly 90, I think 30. Anyway, that money paid enough to get her house set up, and it also bought her 30 days to think about where she wanted to go with her career. So the Reiki is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And yes, you can use it for financial. Let's see. COD for Gemma Croft Baker. I want to check here real quick on something. All right, Gemma Croft Baker, we're going to go with Lenormand for you today. All right, Gemma. House card is the Ring. It's a nice card. Cover card is the Key. Both of these are nice cards. So you have some kind of issue that you're trying to get sorted out, I guess, because, and it's some kind of contract or agreement that you're trying to get sorted out. And the Key is basically go back to the contract, go back to the actual agreement. Look at that. Look at the actual agreement and see what that says for you. Okay. So Jenny, I did general thoughts already. So let's see what else we have. Please and thank you. You're quite welcome. Must investigate. I hear that, Anna. Yasmin has a question. Do you know if she'll be falling pregnant this year? You will become pregnant in the fall, honey. Okay, so that was my alarm. That was the last question right there. And let's see what else we have as far as feedback before I go. Northern Queen of Swords, that's an important question. If you want to do like a recorded reading, that would be a good one-question reading to put in, and you can find out how to do that on my website, www.amista.info. Otherwise, you can try and catch me tomorrow, depending how much time you have to figure out what you want to respond to this guy. You're quite welcome to stand. Does she love you or another? Boy, we're putting that awful black and white, aren't we, Tony Smith? Have you ever loved more than one person at a time? You're quite welcome, Jenny. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. Natalie Leffler. We'll have to hit that another day. But I would suspect, if you're feeling like he is, then I would suspect that he is. Okay, thank you, Sand. I thought I did. I didn't want to leave you out, though. That was what you were thinking too, Tina? Gotcha. You're quite welcome, Ricky. Spot on for you, Joma. Yay. You're quite welcome, Gemma. Quite welcome, Yasmin. And Northern. Tony Smith, hit me up tomorrow. Or else send me a recorded reading, a 1 or 2 question reading. In between now and then, if you have to know sooner. It's an easy enough question to answer. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, happiness-making rest of your day. And I'll see you guys the next time I'm back here, maybe even tomorrow. Peace out.